You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Jordan Vucenic takes on Chris Duncan this Saturday at UFC Fight Night London, England. And this is going to be a scrap on the feet. Both these guys nearly identical in terms of size and frame and in styles as well. Both these guys are going to try and keep it on the feet. They will shoot takedowns to kind of mix it up, but this is going to be a fan-friendly contest as these guys look to take each other's heads off. Jordan Vucenic coming off of a UFC debut loss to Guram Kutateladze. Took that fight on like 7 days notice, but had a really good showing in his debut. Won the first round, dropped Guram Kutateladze, but you could tell as the second round progressed, he was kind of gassing just out of lack of preparation. Guram did a little bit of more damage, took him down at the end of the round, and then the third round, Vucenic was doing well, but missed out on some scrambles, ended up on bottom, and lost that round as well. But very good performance. He looked really good heading into the second round of that fight. Taking on Chris Duncan, very good fighter in his own right. Power on the feet, throws really good kicks, but he can be kind of countered off of him. He kind of throws him naked with no setup. Has power in the hands, good punches from a lot of different angles. Will throw knees, so throws attacks at all levels: body, leg, head kicks, you name it, he's throwing it. He can be hit though. He's taken some damage in his career, and that's primarily why I'm going with Jordan Vucenic in this one. He was getting hit by Blachowicz, even though he did end up winning that fight and putting him to sleep with a guillotine choke, but he won that by choke. Before that, he lost to Manuel Torres, got taken down and choked out there. Beat Yanal Ashmouz, beat Omar Morales, but I feel like Jordan Vucenic is just the cleaner striker with a little bit more power in his hands. Excellent striker on the feet, very calm and composed. I noticed that off the bat in his debut against Kutateladze. Has tons of experience as well. He's fought in Cage Warriors, had like I want to say about 11 fights in Cage Warriors promotion, and that's kind of where Paddy Pimblett and a lot of these European fighters come up. I think he was a former champion there as well, but fought really good competition. Like I said, I think his only loss in Cage Warriors is to Paul Hughes, who recently went to a decision with the Nurmagomedov, can't remember his name, but Khabib's cousin at 170 pounds. But like I said, took his debut on short notice, but had a really good showing against Kutateladze. I just think he's just more technical on the feet. I think he'll be able to outland Chris Duncan. He's a little bit smoother, better defense, be able to defend Chris Duncan's takedowns, because I imagine he's going to shoot him to kind of set up his offense. But haven't really ever seen Vucenic get hurt, but I've seen Chris Duncan get hurt, and I worry about his chin. He got rocked in his second Dana White's Contender Series against Charlie Campbell. Ended up coming back and knocking out Charlie Campbell, but got knocked out there. Was getting hurt against Blachowicz in his last fight. Lost by knockout to Vyacheslav Borishev back in 2021 on the Contender Series. And I used to be pretty high on Vyacheslav Borishev, but in hindsight, he has some not so great performances and a lot of losses in the UFC. So I just think Vucenic's got much more of a potential in his career. I think he's all around much better than Chris Duncan, who's a tough dude. I could see him mixing it up well, landing more damaging strikes, maybe getting a few takedowns, but from what I've seen from Vucenic, I think he's just going to be all around the more technical, cleaner striker on the feet, and he's going to be able to keep it there. If Chris Duncan shoots takedowns, he's going to be able to defend his takedowns. So I'm going to go with Jordan Vucenic in this one. I think he could get the KO on the feet. If he's tagging and dropping Guram Kutateladze in short notice, I think that he can definitely hurt Chris Duncan and put him out. So I'm going to go with a knockout win by Vucenic, but if not, I think he definitely gets a decision, just landing the more powerful punches and winning more rounds, winning all 3 rounds probably. So Jordan Vucenic for the win. Thanks.